What is going on, everyone? Steve-O Supremo here, and I am just another game collector. I hope you all had a wonderful weekend. I know mine just ended here in a very sad state, but we'll get into it. Why are we seeing these games here? There's a story behind it. But first and foremost, real quick, I want to talk about like the Elimination Chamber just for a minute or two. Holy smokes, from a guy who's, man, been watching wrestling since he was 7, 8 years old. Man, that's 30 plus years now. The past couple of years, I don't really watch anything like during the weekdays. I just really watch the pay per views on Peacock and stuff like that. But this Elimination Chamber with the John Cena heel turn was just insane. I didn't see it coming. Maybe others did. It caught me off guard big time and in a good way. It's something that people wanted to see from John Cena at the end of his career when he was wrestling full time. When he was on that run, they were like, he needs to go heel. He just wouldn't do it. Before Elimination Chamber even happened, me and Alex, Returning Mother Base, were like talking about it in Discord. What did we think was going to happen? It's like there's no way to let Cena win it because I figured CM Punk was going to win it, and it'd be him and Cody for the belt, and they would give it to CM Punk. But it's like there's no way they're going to give it to Cena. You can't have big babyface versus big babyface unless Cody actually does a heel turn, which he says he doesn't want to do. But man, out of nowhere, they executed it perfectly. Travis Scott almost ruined it because why he was in the ring at the end made no sense. But man, what a heel turn. It's something that'll go down in history like the Hulk Hogan heel turn. Like it was awesome. So that was like a little kid coming out of me again, watching wrestling again when that happened. I couldn't believe it. Alex couldn't believe it. I'm sure millions of people couldn't believe it. So what a great way to end off kind of a ho-hum show, kind of paint by the colors show. But other than that, the Kevin Owens Sami Zayn match was really cool, but man, what a way to end it. So really cool, really excited going into Saturday, especially after that pay-per-view event here. But while that was going on, before the pay-per-view kind of actually started, or I was looking through Facebook Marketplace kind of during the lulls in the matches, something pops up that you just never see. And that's where these two games come into play. I will show you guys the picture now. It was a Nintendo dual screen side-by-side versus cab with Excitebike and Dr. Mario. Not the greatest titles in the world that you'd want to see for a Nintendo versus cab, but still, it's an arcade cabinet from Nintendo, and it's a dual screen side-by-side. Like, those things just never pop up anywhere. And this person was asking $1,000 for it, and it's in working condition. It works. I was like, man, this is insane. And it's not some kind of troll post because it was actually selling other arcades too. You could see a bunch of arcades in the listing. He had good reviews. This was a legit listing. And I just thought, man, 1K just sounds way too cheap for this stuff. I thought they normally go from like 3 to 5K. Like, you just do not see these things. So, of course, I sent Alex a message on Discord saying, hey, man, I'm really thinking about this. He's asking, like, how much they want. I was like, 1K. He's like, I don't know. I was like, yeah, if it had, like, Castlevania on one side, I would for sure get it. Like, it would be no ifs, ands, or buts. But even after saying that, I was like, no. Like, I told myself, these things, when things like this pop up at prices like that, you just got to jump on it, especially if you have the money to do it. And I did. I have plenty saved up in the game fund, so it is sitting there ready to use just for occasions like this. So I messaged the guy. I said, hey, I'm interested in it. I'd love to pick it up. Or do you offer a delivery service to bring it to my place? Because the town this is in is over 2 hours, and I want to say 40 minutes away. And that's a lot of traveling for an old machine. Like, you got to make sure you wrap it up real good. And I was kind of nervous of what I would have to do to bring it here. Where am I going to put it? It was just going to take up in the garage. Like, all this is running through my mind, but I wanted to make sure like my name was in the hat to get this thing. So the guy replies back. He's like, yeah, we'll actually deliver it for you. How far are you away? And I'll get back with you. Told him I was about 158 miles away. He shoots me another message back saying that you might want to try to do something on your own then, because I might charge you too much, because I'd have to hire help to bring it out and get the trailer hooked up. So just let me know what you think of. So I started researching, looking at U-Hauls and everything. And to get like a box truck was going to cost me another 300 or 400 bucks to go out to get it. Which, you know what? I was like, I don't care. That's more than worth it. I'll do it. So I messaged the guy saying, okay, I'm looking into how much it's going to cost to rent out a box truck or a trailer. You can rent trailers from U-Haul for like 15 bucks and that's it. I have a hitch on our SUV. I would try to tackle it that way if need be. I said, if you could just send me the measurements, that would be great, because then I can know what size trailer I need to get. He's like, cool, I'll send that to you as soon as I get off of work. I'll send you a message, and yeah, just let me know and you can get it. It's like, sweet, because I had to work today on Sunday, so I was like, this will work out perfectly. I can drive out there Monday, go pick it up and bring it back, and boy, would it be an awesome video to show you guys. So I messaged him as soon as I got off work again today around 3 o'clock, just to see like, hey, just checking back on those measurements to see if you got anything for me so I can get this trailer or truck organized for tomorrow. That's when I wanted to come out. And he was like, replied back, sorry, man. There was another guy locally who wants to come and pick it up. I just figured it'd be easier to do it that way and possibly less risk of it damaging with you on the way back. So I'm sorry about that. If there's any other cabinet you're interested in, let me know, but they're coming by to pick it up this evening. And you guys, it was just, I felt like my heart got ripped out again. This happened to me with a Starlight Funchild or the Fun Center like Nintendo kiosk last year. And then this year, just something like that pops up. They do not pop up often, very rarely, especially an arcade cabinet like that for that price. I even was watching, if you guys watch the Game Chasers, Shady J, Jay has his own YouTube channel. He was streaming last night and I was telling him about it like I was excited. I was like, hey, I plan on picking this up. I know you have a lot of knowledge, and he actually owns one of these. I think he has Mario Bros. And Excite Bike on his. And I was like, do you think 1K is a good price? And he's like, man, if it's the side-by-side like you're saying, that is a steal. Like, if someone was to ask what the price would be for mine, like, I wouldn't take any less than 5K. So I was like, man, I really hope this works out. And then, of course, Heartbreak City again. So what can you do? It just stinks. This happens. The ups and downs of collecting. When something finally shows its face and you have the money for it, just sometimes things don't work out. Unfortunately, I mean, maybe if I could have went out today on Sunday, I would have been able to go and grab it. Like, it would have been fine, like, come and get it. But I had to work, so, and I was still waiting for his message back of how big it is, to figure out what I needed, what size, either U-Haul truck or trailer I needed to get it. But unfortunately, man, it just stinks. So maybe again in the future. I mean, it seems like at the rate this is going, once every year, something like this is popping up in my area. So maybe this was the shot this year. Maybe next year I'll have a shot at something else. But it still stinks when you miss out on something like that, especially, like I said, when you have the funds just sitting ready for it. And even me personally, something that rare that pops up, things you just don't see, as a collector, like, I would find a way. Like, there are certain games in your collection, I would just like sell them off, because you can always come across Mario games. You can come across Chrono Trigger out in the wild. I mean, or even buy it at a show. You can buy these things at shows. You don't see these arcade machines. So I would have gotten rid of, if I didn't have the money, like all my rare stuff, like games like that, I would have sold off to just make up the money for it real quick so I could get it, or know that I could sell those to get the money and still go get it. Because again, you can find those at shows. You can find those things to get again. You cannot find these rare kiosks, these arcade machines, these Nintendo arcades. They just do not pop up, especially at those prices. So figured I'd share my heartbreak with you guys. Maybe one of these days we'll have something cool like that to show off. But until then, we'll enjoy what we got, because we got a lot here, and I'm very thankful for everything I do have. But man, it'd be awesome one day to get one of those grails. So let me know what you guys think in the comments below. What should I have done better? And I'll catch you in the next one.